The Abuja Grand Commandery and LAUX jointly mark their 20th and 18th years anniversaries respectively. The activities lined up to commemorate these events as follows. The 1 foot and grade competition talks on discipline and essence of the knighthood. The 2 addresses of the Grand Respected President and the Grand President, examinations and anniversary lecture. The 3 memorial mass, initiation and exemplification. The 4 Thanksgiving mass, grand reception, award of jewel of honor, and the LAUX awards of various categories. Grand Respected President and the Grand President spoke individually from different angles on the 3 T's: spirituality, discipline, and nobility of the order, and the facts were consistent.
It's with utmost joy that I welcome you to the December 2023 initiation and investiture ceremony holding at Our Lady, Queen of Nigeria, Cathedral. The initiation process you have been undergoing it is noteworthy to inform you that becoming a lady knight or a knight is vocation and call to service and humanity. As intended soldiers of Christ and defenders of the church, I implore you all to live a life of evangelism by being Catholics and children of God of good standing in your homes. Knights of St. John International is a family order. Our girls are called juniors and our boys are called cadets. They have their own meetings. They have their own hierarchy.
That the order that you are joining is an order where we enjoy discipline, we enjoy spirituality. As much as possible, we expect you that after your initiation, if you pass through, after your initiation, we expect you to be better. The essence of joining the order is for you to find a higher pedestal or another way to worship God more intimately and be closer to God. And if you are not planning it, then you are on the wrong side. And you look at the spirituality. Look at what am I doing to please God and to help humanity. That is the essence of your joining the order. We expect you to spend your time for the order, for God, for humanity. Your brother is in need. We say, okay, let us go for condolence. You remember that, oh, these people don't say, I know that. Your brother dies or your sister dies. I will say, let's go for burial. You say, no, I can't travel. People will not say, insecurity in the country. Today, as I speak to you, this order is going to spend close to 1 million naira on charity. We are going to visit charity homes, visit the prison to release prisoners and all those things. These are the things we do. And we expect you to kick in if you join. This is where we spend our money. We help each other. We help the less privileged. As I've told you now, I've mentioned 3 T's. It is not just about the treasure. It's not just about the money. So that is why the order accommodates whether you are rich or whether you are poor, you are a member of the order. Because after these 3, you must be able to afford 2. So somehow you find that God has balanced life for us. We complement each other. And you must know that. Always be humble in giving. Always be grateful in giving. Run away from crisis. When you see things that are not good, avoid them. Don't do evil. God has endowed you with life, with riches, with wealth, with personality, with intellect, for you to do good to humanity. So if you use the slightest of the gift that God has given to you to oppress anybody, you know the result. If you have your fingers in certain areas that your conscience tells you, or even if you don't have conscience, your mind will tell you, or even the society will tell you, because some people don't get conscience again. You go and belong to some societies, some secret things, not here. you must belong to Knights of St. John International alone. The other organizations you can belong to are pious organizations, like Confraternity of Working CWCMO. You must belong to all those ones. So if you know that there are things that you are hiding from your wife in the room where you will not allow your wife or your children to see, if there are such things, I take God beg you now, withdraw. This is not the place for you. I'm talking to the men now because we are guilty of that offense than the women. KSJI is an ancient and noble order. So people who belong here must be noble. So you must act in nobility. What does it show you? That there are certain attributes that you may have had in the past. Coming in here, you must jettison them. You can use your position to help another person. Lift your brother or your sister when he or she is in need.
We are founded primarily to defend and foster the ideals of Catholicism to every extent and purpose, even at the risk of death. Those were the lofty principles upon which this order was founded. However, today is about Abuja Grand Commandery, who we are and what we do, not about anything, not about our ideas. And I'm going to start with the spiritual life of Abuja Grand Commandery. That is where our strength is. And so, this Grand Commandery began and continues by bringing together good Catholics, and making them better Catholics. We boost our social, spiritual life through various interactions as brothers and sisters. We expose ourselves to virtuous acts of charity, kindness, and love within and outside the body. But like I said, most of the times we succeed in this spiritual work of evangelizing ourselves, evangelizing new people, and enriching the spiritual life of all of us. Now, specifically, among our works of charity are these few examples. It happens every commandery, payment of hospital bills for ailing indigent members and sometimes for non-members. 10 years ago, Commander 574, riding around a kidney patient in India who was stranded, paid off the bill, got him cured, and got back to Nigeria. That's who we are in Knights of St. John International. Very compassionate, very charitable, and very kind. We also visit prisoners. We visit patients in the hospital. We visit babies without mothers. From our spiritual life and what we have been doing for the past 20 years spiritually, we have also witnessed humongous growth in other aspects. We took off in the year 2003 with the then as our Grand President, with just about 5 commanderies and a population that was barely 200. But then, 20 years later, the Abuja Grand Commandery we knew in 2003 had been split into 2. The Masse Grand Commandery was part of us at inception. Again, we have grown our local commanderies to 23. Abuja has also grown in service administratively because many of us have been found worthy to serve at the upper chambers of our hierarchy. The last 20 years, it is amazing to note that we have produced the leadership of the Commandery and LAUX at the subordinate level. Lieutenant General our charter Grand President, rose to become the second Vice President, and afterward, the Supreme Subordinate President of the Order in Nigeria. ecclesiastical obligations. Exert a lot of our time and energy towards taking care of the entire body of Christ. As we all know, in every commandery, the Grand Commandery, most of the times we think about the church, our local parish, the diocese, and the global church, the future. I believe a correct assessment of our membership will help us sustain a healthy growth by avoiding some categories of people at the entry point and reorientating some within. If you're vying for an office and you are not sure what you will do with that office, you are not a leader. So just stop. If you're a leader, your motivation will be the lapses you notice, the things you want to do. If you get that power, you go, you see the power, you get it. And within 1 year, people will know, yes, the leader is blessed. So when it's election time, you should know who to avoid and who not to avoid. Because leadership is the key. Nigeria is sleeping in turmoil because the leadership are made of the kind of people that are called the corrupt political nice. They are here, they are everywhere. It's our job to recognize them and take them away from anywhere near our leadership roles and positions. What we need are honest men and women with capacity and passion for the body. In conclusion, Abuja Grand Commandery has grown to serve God and humanity steadily in multiple spheres within the last 20 years. This laudable situation was aided by the immense support of the Abuja Grand LAUX, which came to be in 2005, 2 years after the Grand Commandery. Thank you for the ladies for being so supportive. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for being part of us in your elegance and in the fullness of your capacity. Thank you and God bless you.
We are challenged by the speaker. We tend to say tell them. We don't tell ourselves that we're the problems. I'm going to mention something about electing very incompetent people. But that is the crux of the matter. That is where the indiscipline starts from.